This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Monarchs of Virginia Beach and the Houston Oilers. From Houston. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Still going inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now they send a man in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Trey Palmer, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Monarchs are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
11, mighty, 12, 12, stop.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
On 1, ready? Stop.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On 2nd down, Burrow escaping the pressure right. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go. Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. Touchdown! Jonathan Mingo from 6 yards away. And the Oilers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Steps away to his left. And got his man complete. Down the left sideline. And touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 72 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, Can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Burrow looking to pass. He's got Mingo. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he gets it down to the 32. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch pass.
And it'll be intercepted.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Here is 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. That's going deep for Bateman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Again, a good friend in football always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
11
Been a little bit of an
MP,
interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Gun.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
12.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Mingo, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a 1st down.
Here we go. 11. Stop.
Mixing up the middle. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's Burrow. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Jonathan Mingo with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Oilers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. But sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets it over the middle to Palmer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Call that a gain of 11. And they'll run on the inside handoff. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second and 3. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mark Andrews, 26 yards. And the Monarchs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Here we go. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Fairbairn is good. Well, for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They go play action here on first down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
12. 11, Thomas.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And I don't think he got there. No. Just short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
11. Stop.
They'll run with Mixon. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jonathan Mingo. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Oilers have got it back to within a score. it's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route, whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just don't...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal.
On 2, ready?
And Burrow going to keep it himself. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Here we go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Mixon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. So another rushing touchdown for him this year, where he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and back. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Still on his feet. Inside the 20. Touchdown! A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Monarchs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Get set.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful if you're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to his...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, 62 yards. And the Oilers use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Daxton Hill picks it off. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. Stop.
On third down, Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
11, 11, 11. 11, MT, tight. 11, MT, tight.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Here we go.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Come on, ready?
Charles, a lot of